Hola, what's going on, everybody? Nate back here for the Xbox Series X/Xbox One collection, part Ocho. It's been a long week for the Xbox users, what Microsoft plans to do moving forward, but it's nothing too crazy. They have released that certain games will be moving to other platforms. We believe those games to be games such as Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, but they have not completely released what games and what time frame they will be released. I'm not going to get too much into that, but I'm going to start out with my single pickup, and it is Crisis 3. I did dig this game very much. I like Crisis 2 a little bit better, and I know this kind of negates getting this game because I have the trilogy, but I got this one for free, so glad to have that one in the collection. All right. I believe I left off on Type 0 for Final Fantasy. Next up is Five Nights at Freddy's, the core collection. I have not played any of the Five Nights at Freddy's game, but I do like my horror, so I'm willing to give that one a try for sure. Five Nights at Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, though. I don't know too much about this one. I know it does not play nearly the same way as the original, but it looked really cool. Again, I like my horror games. And speaking of horror games, Phobia, Saint Dinfa Hotel. Let's say that. I don't know too much about this one either, but I know it didn't get the greatest reviews. But again, love my horror games. I will be checking all these ones out when I get a chance. Game that didn't get the greatest reviews, but I got it at a great price, was Foreclosed. I don't know really how this game plays. Has kind of like a comic book art style. Looks pretty interesting. Ubisoft's For Honor Marching Edition. I believe this is just an online multiplayer game. It doesn't really look too interesting to me, but if you guys have played it, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. If it's a game worth my time. Got it for cheap, so whatever. Up next, I found this one kind of out in the wild. I was super shocked and surprised because this is not really the easiest game to get. Gargoyles Remastered. I did pay a little bit for the game, more than I wanted to, but I knew I was probably not going to see this game again, or if I was going to find it, it was going to be at some ridiculous price. I didn't play the original game, but I am looking forward to getting a chance to play that if I can. Right now, I did beat Man of Medan, and I'm back on Skyrim, so we'll see how that one goes. One of my favorites, Gears of War and Rare Replay. I love the original Gears of War trilogy. Hey, I got to play 4 and 5, and I love those as well. Rare Replay, I want to get to them, but that takes up a lot of your time. And there's a lot of classics there. Got it for like $5. So if you see it, get it. It's a great game. Speaking of Gears of War 4. Loved it. I love the story. I like where they're going with it. I can't wait till they release the next Gears of War. Gears of War 5. Another great story. They did such great things for like multiplayer and horde mode. Endless fun. If you got friends, play that. One Gears that I have not touched, Gears Tactics. Now, I know this plays completely different. I don't know too much about it. I don't know if it's more like a tactical RPG, or turn-based. Oh, it's a turn-based strategy. It looked interesting, and definitely I'll give it a shot since it's Gears of War. Can't wait to touch that. Generation Zero. I believe this is more open world. Looks interesting. Like robots have taken over the earth, and I'm not sure. Interesting though. Geometry Wars Evolve. I don't know anything about this, but I got it for super cheap, so I said, why not? It's still sealed, so. A game that went on sale and I picked up cheap, but I don't know too much about it. Got mixed reviews. Is Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. If you're out, you can probably find that for $10. Real cheap game to get. It's got mixed reviews. Some people love it. Some people don't really care for it. But I think you could probably have more of a better experience on multiplayer. Could be wrong. Let me know if I am. Ghost Runner. Now, I did get to play this one. Very interesting game. Cool concept. I will say it's not really my cup of tea. Action is great. It's all like time attack based. Think kind of like Sonic, but you're a ninja, and you got to traverse through all these levels and areas as quickly and as efficiently as possible. You can get kills. It's a really cool game for what it is. It's super tough though. It's not an easy game by any means, but definitely worth your time to play. It's just not my cup of tea. I mean, if I had to rate it, I probably would give it like a 6 or 7. But fun game. Soundtrack is great. I haven't played the sequel. I intend on getting it, but I'm gonna wait just because the first one was kind of tough. I didn't really care for it. Next one up is G.I. Joe Operation Blackout. Don't know too much about that one. I know it's not the greatest. It didn't get the greatest reviews. Goat Simulator 3. It's supposed to be a lot of dumb fun. I do want to check it out. It's just a game that you can pass the time and do stupid stuff. Gotham Knights. A lot of people have heard the critical reviews regarding that. I do still want to check it out just to, for my personal opinion and see how the story is here, how the gaming is. It did look like a mobile game though. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy. I went through this. I was not too happy. I wasn't too pleased about it either. I was more nostalgic because I wanted to revisit the original Grand Theft Auto 3, go back to Vice City and San Andreas. It was definitely a game of its time. I don't know if it's just the way that the game was packaged. Definitely could use some work. But I am glad to go back and play it. Definitely a game of its time. Guys, if you do find this game out in the wild, definitely pick it up. This is Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City. This thing has been going up in price. It's crazy how quickly this thing's going up. I got this for super cheap at GameStop. If you see this out in the wild, pick it up. It's going for like $80. But you still get your Grand Theft Auto 4, and it's always fun to go back and revisit that. Last up, Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, what else can you say? Great game. Had a lot of fun. Endless fun, especially if you play GTA Online, which I have not touched yet, but I will one of these days. Guys, that's it for right now for my Xbox collection. Thank you for checking out the video. I really appreciate all the support. Feel free to leave any comments. Feel free to subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. You guys have a great week. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye.